Hey viewers, RageQuit003 making a video response for one of my YouTube friends out of North Carolina, the Steel Hunter. I've known this guy way back, even when he was still called Bullet Pro 111. But he did a call-out video to me about 6 guns I'm glad I own, but I don't know if it's like a contest or something about 6 shit-hit-the-fan guns. But he wanted me to share in his video, so because I haven't uploaded in a long time, it's just because I'm busy, man. I'm always working. I even work on the weekends sometimes, and when I do get a day off, I got like a house project or I just don't want to edit a video. But I've been shooting, just not as much, and the last couple times I've been shooting, I just haven't been filming. Just set up my targets, test out some parts, some guns, run a couple drills, pack my shit up in the truck and leave. But you said I probably have a couple cool guns that might be interesting to share, even though I've shown all my guns in my uploads over the years. But I'll show you the safe real quick and see if I could find a couple items out of there, and then we'll continue. So yeah, inside the safe, I do have some things I could probably talk about. So I'll pull a couple of these out of this safe, and then some that aren't kept in this safe, and I'll set up something with better lighting, probably in the garage, and we'll talk about 6 of them. Okay, set up in the garage now with some better lighting. So first one on my list is the gun I carry every day, all the time. It's always with me, and this started off as Glock 19. It's a 3rd gen gun, and it is modified with a Firearm slide because I wanted front serrations and also an optic cut for my RMR. Enforce APL weapon light, and have OC custom trigger, which is just a modified Glock trigger. And I have an old video on this one where I got rid of the finger grooves, undercut the trigger guard, and did some mods to it. So I've got a Glock 34 slide stop, Glock 34 mag release. The takedown right here is also aftermarket one, so I get to slide apart. On this one, the original Glock 34 came with those suppressor height sights and the threaded barrel, or I should say Glock 19. But this is my everyday carry all the time with me, even when I'm doing yard work or running the dogs. Second gun I'm glad to have is my Masterpiece Arms MPAR 5.56. It was a modernized version of a Leader Dynamics gun, which was based off the AR 180. And this is my heavy beast. So let me see what's the weight in here. 10.96 pounds, the way it's set up. But it's piston driven, and I have this one painted. On this one, I'm thinking about getting a BRN 180 because it's an even more modernized version of this setup. But I just have a lot of nostalgia for this gun, even though they don't sell it anymore. And I don't know, it may be an issue later on down the line, because I mean, it's a melanite barrel. I'm not worried about wearing it out, but I always liked having the option that I can get it re-barreled if I needed to. But if they don't sell it anymore, I'm not sure how I feel about that. But I think this is a K2 Plus grip, MFT stock, Magpul ASAP, and I always like the Magpul AFGs on this Vortex Strike Eagle 1-6. Yeah, next one, another 5.56 gun, but it's an AK. It's a Zastava M90 NP with the AR magwell. So, love this gun. I had to modify it so I can get the longer Zukov furniture on it. Magpul hand stop, sling. I think that's it's a fighter brake. I can't remember the company's name on that. This is actually a Zastava Zukov buttstock that Magpul sells, and I think this is the AK K grip. It's just like the K2. I like this angle on the grip, so that's what I got in here. Third gun on the list is my favorite shotgun. It's my Mossberg 930 JM Pro, although I have modified it. I really wanted the Cryptek version, but here's the mods I did to it right here. So I've got the extended lifter. I did all this work polishing the opening here so I could do quad reloading really quick, and I also changed the front post to a high vis. Next up on the list, it's really just this lower is what I care about. It's my SBR lower, but this one just happens to have my 7.62 by 39 upper with my red handguard. So that's the way it's set up. This one's got the ACSS 1-6 from Primary Arms. I have the offset sights right here, and on here, I don't know if you can see it, I've got that front sight post upgraded. The reason I got offset sights on this gun is because I don't have a quick detach mount on here, because I wanted a red scope mount to go with the red theme of the gun. But so since I don't have a quick detach and I still want the backup sight abilities, that's why I have offsets on here. Whereas this one, this is a quick detach mount. Another thing I love about this, even though it's piston driven, it is side charging, it is non-reciprocating. And for my sixth gun, which is my literal truck gun, pull that out here. This is for if I am ever in a situation where that KE-19 Charlie is not going to be enough. This is my Romanian arms built, but it's a M+M N10 AK. It has the integrated gas block front sight post that I like. I have the Zukov furniture on here, Magpul furniture again, and I've used this gun in competition. This is the same optic that is on here with the ACSS reticle. If you've seen my old competition videos, for some reason the way an AK recoils, it does pop the latch open on a Zukov stock, so the stock will collapse on you while you're shooting, just depending on how you're holding it. So that's why I have a Ranger band on here to stop that, because I got set back in a competition before using this gun. But it's my literal truck gun, and I have the ALG trigger in this one, but in my other AKs, like this one, I just do the trigger work myself, and it'll be hard to see without popping up my hands. See if I can pop this off here. I'm gonna put this down exactly. What I do to all my AKs, I polish everything up and smooth out the actions on them. Same thing on the triggers. And the reason I love AKs so much is I don't like doing maintenance on guns. So like this thing, I don't clean it, I barely lube it. The only thing I take care of is the barrel. When I'm done shooting, I just wipe out the barrel with some cloths. Yeah, so these are the 6 guns that I chose for this video, but they don't fit any particular roles, well, except for this one. It means truck gun. But I just pick guns that, you know, I buy them just because I want them. I think they're interesting, and oddly enough, none of them are super expensive for the base gun when I bought it. None of the guns on here cost over $740 when I bought it retail as a functioning complete gun, and then I've just done upgrades over time. and of course the price will skyrocket that way. But yeah, that's my video response for my buddy the Steel Hunter. And I'm not going to do any call outs, but I will say hi to a couple people.